It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Forecaster Greg Thompson is in studio with the details. Good evening, Greg.
Hi, LaDon, and good evening, everybody. Well, as you know, we are now in recovery mode as Matthew did quite a bit of damage across the islands, starting from the southeast Bahamas, moving into the northwest Bahamas. But it's out there in the Atlantic, just off the east coast of Florida. I'm sorry, the eastern coast of the United States. We'll see that in a minute. But warm evening, 83 degrees is our current temperature with northwesterly winds around 12 knots. A little breezy out there, so maybe a little on the cool side. Relative humidity at 70%, your barometric pressure 29.91 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands all in the low 80s across most locations, with a couple near the mid 80s. 82 in Grand Bahama, 81 in the Berries, as well as in Bimini and Abaco and Eleuthera. 83 here over in the Big Yard Andros. Here in the capital, down in Exumas, pardon me, also in Long Island. 84 is popping up in Cat Islands and Salvador, Acklins and Crooked Island, Maguana, Inagua. Deep South, our neighbors to the south, the Turks and Caicos Islands, you guys are currently 84. Well, we do have Nicole sitting out there, and Matthew is actually up to the north, still basically sitting out there off the east coast of the United States. Nicole is actually getting its act together. A very strong tropical storm, winds up to 65 miles per hour, but this one will pose no threat for us actually in terms of weather, but the seas are going to be kicking up, so we'll start to see some swells. Matthew will also generate some swells. Post-tropical Matthew, taking a look at the forecast track with these systems, Matthew is actually going to stay out there in the open Atlantic and actually merge with a frontal boundary that's actually just moving off the eastern United States that extends across Florida. And of course, Nicole will move towards the north and into the open Atlantic, really becoming a fish storm, passing just to the nearby Bermuda over the course of the next couple of days. But this system, Nicole, is actually going to become a hurricane, expected to become a hurricane tomorrow. Taking a look at the forecast map, Matthew actually still up there, as I mentioned, merging with a frontal boundary that's going to be moving off the eastern United States and basically really not posing any threat to us. Nicole is going to stay out there in the open Atlantic, still basically generating some showers and thunderstorms with it. And those swells will begin to affect our area sometime on Wednesday, so boating conditions will be going downhill. For the northwest and central Bahamas, boating conditions tonight through tomorrow, north to northeast winds 15 to 20 knots. So we have a caution flag posted for you boaters and risk of rip currents for you swimmers. Seas will be running 4 to 6 feet. Your low tide will take place at 9 p.m. Your high tide at 2:57 in the morning. For the southeast Bahamas, your winds are going to be out of the northeast as well, but those speeds will be 10 to 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet. We will ask you boaters to exercise some caution because some swells will be affecting the islands and the risk of rip currents will be existing. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a couple isolated showers out there, 75 for your low. Tomorrow we're looking at sun and clouds, some isolated showers and thunderstorms in your forecast. Temperature should get into the mid 80s to possibly the upper 80s. 86 expected here in the capital. 5-day outlook, those temperatures will be pretty much comfortable over the next couple of days. Of course, all concern now is for Matthew, but that frontal boundary may improve weather a little with just some pleasant conditions. Temperatures should stay in the mid 80s. Low temperatures at night in the low to mid 70s.
So no looping for Hurricane Matthew?
No, that front is actually going to pick Matthew up and take Matthew out in the Atlantic. So Matthew should be no more.
Some good news there.